Welcome back. All right, today we've got the brand new Natasha Denona Retro Palette. I've got to tell you, this blends out like a dream. It is buttery, it is smooth. The color story is probably the prettiest color story I've seen in a palette in like a year. This fallout, seriously, is like, I can't believe this. This is unreal. Like, seriously, like, just. Okay, so this is the brand new retro palette from Natasha Denona. This has good weight to it. I'm excited about this. This is classic Natasha Denona packaging. Love the pink. Like, that's probably the prettiest Natasha Denona palette that I've seen in a long time. I absolutely love this color. It kind of goes with my nails, right? So cute. All right, let's open this up and have a look at it. Oh my gosh, the color story is just as beautiful as I thought it was going to be. I'm excited for this. Oh my gosh. Jade right here, glitz, love it. Hello, oh my gosh, I love it. Swing. Okay, there's like so much. Whoever curated this color story, like, you need to have your props. Like, this is an amazing color story. This is an amazing palette. I'm going to go in and just swatch a couple of these for you. Just as I thought, so beautiful. Let's pick up a couple more shades. Okay, these colors are phenomenal. I can't wait to go into the rest of this palette. Let's get started. As always, I'm gonna do two looks for you guys. Let's start with the color Mod. So far I find the colors to be a little bit, well, maybe a little bit more than just a little bit. They're very dusty in the pan. Let's tap that off. That is dusty. Okay, what are we getting ourselves into? I'm just gonna start by rubbing that right here in my crease. This is a beautiful shade. It's very pigmented. Kind of like that. It's very brightening. So my first impressions would be it is dusty. I want to see if it runs all the way through the palette, because that, who wants that? So this is dusty. It's all over the mirror. It's all over my brushes. It's everywhere in the palette, and I just went in with one shade. I don't remember the Glam palette. I do use that one quite a bit, being this dusty, but let's just go in right here, pick up Andy. I'm using the exact same brush, and I'm just going to go in and lightly place that on the outer corner of my lid. That is a beautiful shade, lots of payoff. It's not terribly dusty here, just a little bit, tiny bit of fallout. I feel like with Andy, it looks more purple in the pan, like a darker purple, but once it's on the lid, it's a soft, muted, beautiful shade. I'm not mad at it. I thought it would be, I guess, more opaque, more pigmented, darker, but this is stunning. Loving that. So I am going to dip into this one right here called Rebellion, because it's just so damn pretty. I want to see how that pays off. I'm going to place that, tap that off, place that right here on the corner of my lid. Let's bring that down to my lower lash line. And just dusting it, keeping it right there in that corner, bringing it over into the crease. Once I have that color down where I want it, I'm going to go in with a clean blending brush and blend that out. I'm going to admit to you guys, this has a really good blend. Like, it is blending out like a dream. I do enjoy that color that we just laid down. I feel like this palette is super on trend right now for the color story that is walking out of Fashion Week. If you guys haven't seen any of the latest fashion videos, completely check it out, because those runway shows are fabulous. Okay, that color is so gorgeous. I love it. Okay, so I'm totally loving the vibe I'm getting from that color. That is stunning. So love it. I'm going to go in with my ring finger, and I'm going to pick up this beautiful shimmer shade right here in the center. I'm excited for this. I really want to try it. I'm going to place that right here on my inner corner. Ooh, that is beautiful. And that's straight out of the pan. I didn't wet my finger, I didn't foil it. That is a beautiful shade. Holy smokes. Wow. Okay, that color right there is the reason you should buy this palette. That color is freaking beautiful. Gorgeous. All right, guys, let's move on to the other eye. Okay, for this side, I'm actually going to start with this color right here called Apart, which is a deep chocolatey, almost a charcoal, like a chocolate charcoal, if that makes sense. And I'm going to start with that. I'm going to just put that right here on my outer corner and bring that here into my crease. That color is really pretty. And it's a really interesting color, to be honest with you guys. I haven't seen one in a palette that's like this in a while. There's a similar shade, I would have to say, in her Glam palette, but this one is totally different. Oh wow, I love that shade. Right there, that is the perfect smoky eye, especially for the autumn-fall season. Love that shade. It'll go great with just about anything. Like if you're wearing an orange, you know, or a mustard, a brown, even a burgundy, navy. Oh, that would look so good if you paired this shade with a navy. Just blending that out. Okay, I will admit there is some fallout with this shade, but so totally worth it. The palette itself is super dusty, especially that mod color that we used in the beginning, Apart. You know, Andy, they're all a little bit dusty in the palette. Normally, I hate that. I hate that in a palette, but these colors are so beautiful. I'm trying to, like, you know, move past it. I'm gonna go in with, I really want to use this swing purple color, but at the same time, I kind of am loving this go-go color, but eeny, meeny, miny, mo, you know what, I'm gonna go in with the swing purple color. Again, you could make so many looks with this palette. The colors are just, oh wow, beautiful. I spoke too soon. Holy smokes for fallout. You guys see that? That does not impress me. I'm trying to look past it. The color itself is blending out beautifully. Now that I have that down on the lid, I'm just gonna go in and blend. You know what, I can't even deal. I just have to take a fluffy brush and remove that. Okay, so this is my tip for you guys because I just removed that. I've got it all over my face. If you're going to be using this palette, do your base makeup last. Put your eyeshadow on first, do your base makeup last because I usually do it in reverse. I do my base makeup first. That purple is beautiful though, it's stunning, but this is giving me a black eye. I have to go in and fix this. Give me a second, I will be right back. Alright, so I'm gonna go in with the color Jude right here in the center on the top. Beautiful shade. I'm just going to place that in the center of my lid. Okay, freaking phenomenal. That's gorgeous. Loving that, loving that. That is so beautiful. Whew, that's really good. That is stunning. I am just gonna go in with this one called Hello. And I'm going to place that right here in the corner of my lid, that inner corner. And I'm just going to take a fluffy blending brush and got some makeup right here. Okay, there we go. You know what? She's got claws. We're making do. I'm just going to blend those two out right there. Oh, that's stunning. Okay, that is an amazing smoky eye. I'm just gonna go in, do a little bit on the lower lash line. I'm just gonna go in, put a little bit of this nude mauve right here on the lower lash line. This is giving me so much love. I love this smoky eye. This is beautiful. I'm gonna go in, finish this look, and I will be right back to give this product a score. This is the look. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Now, let's talk about it. This one is very messy. There's fallout everywhere. This is the brand new palette. This one just launched. This one is the Glam palette. This launched a year ago. I've used it a whole bunch of times and it's not as messy. Now, I feel like the Zendo palette, which would be smack dab here in the middle, that one had the same issue as this one where there was fallout everywhere with that one. So actually I didn't keep it and I returned it back to Sephora because that irritates me. And I'm sure it irritates a lot of you guys. I think that there must have been a formula change between last year's palette, which is the Glam palette, and then, you know, there was the Zendo palette, which, you know, I gave kind of a low score for overall fallout with that palette. And now there's this palette, the Retro palette, which really, you know, we'll see how I score it, but it is kind of worse than the Zendo palette when it comes to insane amount of fallout. Now let's give this Retro palette a score to find out. Starting with fallout. Alright, well you guys saw it. There was a lot of fallout. There's nothing I can do. I'm gonna have to give this one a 4 out of 10 for fallout. It is a hot mess. Next up, application. This applied so buttery, so amazing. It was just a dream to work with, a dream to blend out. I loved it. I'm gonna have to give it an 8 out of 10. Moving on to pigment. All right, the pigment in this is beautiful. I absolutely love this pink one swipe. I felt gorgeous, like a ballerina. Like honestly, it is beautiful. I'm gonna have to give this an 8 out of 10. And finally, value. And this is $87 Canadian. If I go back to even a year ago, and we're gonna talk about the Glam palette, I feel like the formula is completely different. So there's gotta be definitely a formula change. I'm gonna have to give this one for value a 7 out of 10. Giving us a final score of 27 out of 40. Now, should you buy it, wishlist it, or avoid it? Honestly, I'm gonna say avoid it. The color story is amazing. I wanna love this, and I wanna tell you guys that I love this. I can't, honestly, because this is going to piss me the off. And I'm just being real with you guys, and that's why you guys come here, is so that I can give you my honest review on this palette. The mess, if you can deal with it, sugar, you know what? Get this palette. I can't deal with that. All right, guys, if you love videos like this one, smash that notification bell, hit that like button, and definitely subscribe. All right, guys, until next time, live, love, and lip gloss. Bye, guys.